Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire Geek. I'm going to do a reaction, because I've not seen it yet, to the new trailer for the Furiosa film, the Mad Max sequel, prequel, whatever, interquel, from George Miller. So we're going to have a look at that. So I don't know anything about it, apart from it's got Anya Taylor-Joy in it, which will please my son, because he's a big fan. She's fine. So we're going to have a look at it now. So let's just get on with it, shall we?
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Furiosa! The darkest of angels. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Right, so there we go. That was the trailer for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. At least they call it a Mad Max story, did they? Yeah, fine. It looks much like Fury Road, to be honest. I hope they're sticking with having the actual stunts, you know, that are enhanced with CG and stuff. I hope they're doing that. It probably are. Does it say who it's directed by? Is it a George Miller film? Oh, yes, it's there, look. Yes, it is directed by George Miller. Cool. How old's he now? Don't know. Anyway, so let's go back and have a look at the stuff. There we go, from Mastermind George Miller. There's a broken bike, or a bike on its side at least, and that's Furiosa. Is this where she's lost her arm? Because she doesn't look well there, does she? We get a voiceover. Remember, it's set in Australia, so there's a lot of Australian accents. Anya Taylor-Joy obviously is not Australian. I'm not actually sure what she is. Is she American or is she British? I'm not sure. I've never bothered to look. Right, this bit here, look. Hang on. 45 years after the collapse, a young Furiosa is taken from her family. 45 years after the collapse. So how old is Mad Max? Was Max Rokotowski, whatever the hell his name is, in Fury Road? It didn't look, you know, that old, did he? Because he was there before the collapse. The collapse happened sometime, I think, supposedly after the first Mad Max, because the original Mad Max looked kind of normal-ish, didn't it? The one, I think there were talk of things starting to go wrong, weren't there, on news things or whatever, on the film. It's a long time since I've seen it. But the actual collapse happened in between that and Mad Max 2, didn't it? So how old was Max? in Fury Road. I don't know. Because that's another several years after this, isn't it? Because this is about a young Furiosa. I'm confused about that to start with. There we go. She will devote the rest of her life to finding her way home. This is her odyssey, blah, blah, blah. She finds her way home, doesn't she, in Fury Road, spoilers, and finds out it's not all that it was made out to be. Right, so here's Chris Hemsworth looking, very un-Chris Hemsworthy, but he's still got his muscles. Here we go. Instigated some kind of race, and here's the, I forgot what they call these kids. We saw them in Fury Road, didn't we? So we're going to see Immortan Joe, aren't we, in a minute. Now we've got Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth. What's happening there? A buried bike. Let me mute it. Don't want she's getting out, look. But she's still got all her limbs, look. She's still got all her limbs, so we're obviously going to see how she loses that arm. I want to know how she works the fingers. I know it's the future, but, it's not a good future, is it? With amazing technology. There's Immortan Joe. It can't be Hugh Keys-Byrne, can it? Can it? I don't know. The eyes kind of look like him, but I don't know who's playing Immortan Joe in this film. So I don't know who's playing Immortan Joe. I've looked it up on IMDb, but it doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm sure somebody knows somewhere. Let me know in the comments who's playing Immortan Joe. But luckily Nathan Jones returns, pre-turns, because it's a prequel, as Immortan Joe's son. Was it Rictus Erectus, something like that? Weird names. And Chris Hemsworth's character is called Dementus. So I'm guessing, is he going to be a baddie? I presume so, if he's one of Immortan Joe's lot. But anyway, let's carry on. Hang on, am I on this? Right. What they call war boys, they call them white-haired chaps, don't they? That Nicholas Hoult were one wanting in Fury Road. I'm Furiosa, and they're all like, so? So, what is that supposed to mean? Something? Anyway, there we go. Chimbley's falling down. A bike going under the wheels. And there we go. That's all we know. Remember her. But she doesn't look a lot like Charlize Theron, does she? Have they got something against casting Australians as Furiosa? Don't know. Because it's supposed to be in Australia, isn't it? She must have got trapped there. There's Ghost Rider. Oh dear. But she does, by the end of the film, presuming... we're going to have to... Where is it? We do see it, there we go, with the robot arm. Still don't know how it's supposed to work, but never mind. But there we go. It looks fine, because I liked Fury Road. Even though it wasn't a Mad Max film, it was a Furiosa film, so why do we need this? Don't know. I suppose we can find out how she loses her arm. That's about as much as we want to know, really, isn't it? Excuse me. But there we go. So, yeah. Looks fine. It looks fine. Does it say when it's coming out? As I say, I miss all this because I don't pay attention because I'm an idiot. Remember her? Oh, there we go. Oh, just sometime in 2024. Anyway, right. So, yeah, fine. It looks fine, and I'll look forward to it. But I won't go see it at the cinema. I'll wait for it on streaming. Like everybody seems to do these days now. They've dug a hole for themselves, haven't they, these film companies with streaming? Nobody wants to go see films anymore, unless it's an amazing film. They'll wait, won't they? They'll wait, 90 days, or sometimes even less, isn't it? They'll wait a couple of months and watch it on telly. Right, we'll leave it there. So, yeah, it looks fine. It looks exciting, as we'd expect. George Miller's still got the directing bug at 157 years old. But good for him. Hope he can do it. Right, so thanks for watching, wherever you are. Look after each other, and until next time, I'll say this.